Okay. See, till today, we have been, we have been developed our application. So specifically, like, we built our application with metadata, right? So we know how to create objects, right? So we know how to create fields, and we know how to manage the, metadata with page layouts and record types. And we also provide some the quality, when end user is entering the data, to maintain some quality. We have been applied automation process. We have given some validations, right? So we made some process to be automated. Okay. Without the interaction of user, system has to recognize, and some certain things need to be done, right? And later on, like, we, once the application is stabilized, so we started looking onto the data now. Okay. So we have been created a data earlierly with a single records, like by just clicking on the new button. Later on, like, we have been loaded the data bulky filing with the help of CSV files, with the help of data loaders and import wizard and workbench or data loader.io, whatever the stuff may be, right? So the next, like, we have a data in our org right now, and I want to be present that I just want to be present the data in the format of pictorial representations. So in that case, I have been created a reports and dashboards. Okay, that's what we have been done. So 36th session is there. Vijay has been given to you in the last session. I'm going to be upload that here. Okay. Now we'll see. So we know how to handle the metadata, and we know how to handle the data, right? So let us see. Let's log in with another user. I just logged into the private browser. Let's log into the another user here. So we have two users are there. Sales admin user is there. Capital P A S S at 123. Verification code. Now two users. This is system administrator. So let's go to the classic. No matter whether you are in a classic or a lightning experience. So both are in a classic right now. Right. Let's open the same application. No matter whether you're in a what application or whatever it may be. Okay. So this is a sales admin user, and this is the system admin user. Okay. Sales admin and system admin, right? Okay. Fine. So now I'm just clicking on the accounts. I'm under Srikanth, clicking on all customers, right? I can see 32 accounts are there because of this account ownership. And even though I'm a system administrator, I have a capability to view all the data. Okay. Now, this guy is not a system administrator. Let me check whether he's a system admin or not. Let me check. User. Okay. He is also a system administrator. Let me change that guy's profile. And changing that guy's profiles to sales admin. Now he is not a system administrator. Come here, come to the sales admin, just click on the customers. Click on all customers. So he is also viewing 32 records. Sales admin is also viewing 32 records. And system administrator is also viewing 32 records. Okay. The reason is, for our project in our application, okay, for this SMB sales application, we did not apply security. Okay. There are different terms of securities are there. Okay. So different levels of securities are there. Like record level security. Okay. Profile level security. User level security. Security and etc. Like record types, page load, some sort of system administrator, whatever stuff. There are some different flavors of securities out there. When you consider record level security, okay, it only deals with the data. When it comes about profile level, user level, field level, this is the variation you need to be maintained. It always discuss about metadata. When I say record level visibility, it comes under as a data. That means records. Okay. What falls under a record level security means there is an option called OWD and roles. What comes under profile level security, users and field level security? Only one option you are having. That is nothing but profiles. Okay. These are all our options in the profiles. Okay. OWD means org wide default. I'll tell you, I'll come to the picture. Actually, we are talking about security today. Okay. We are talking about security. That means how secure you put my data in your application. How my data is very secure in your application is the question. Okay. So most of your interview questions and most of your certification questions, okay, will be available on security model only. Okay, we already started working on all this stuff, right? Profiles related stuff. Okay, from the day one onwards. Okay, not today we are specially starting the security model. From the day one onwards, we started looking onto the profiles and users and field level securities as well. That means we started working on, whenever we started working on metadata, at that time only I introduced the security model. Okay, so now we are going to be create some data, right? So that's why I just bring up the record level visibility for you. So coming back to our applications, if you observe my screen, I just logged in with Srikanth. Okay, and I can see the 32 records. That means all records are visible. Okay, you might consider Srikanth is a system administrator. System administrator means he has all the powers, so he can view all the data. Very good. That's a good thing. Now come to part here, he is not a system administrator, he's just a sales rep. He's viewing all the accounts data. I don't want to view. See, who is the owner? SB is nothing but a Srikanth, right? S admin is nothing but a sales admin. Okay. Now I want to apply security in my organization means that is a org level setup that comes under as a org level setup. Now, as an administrator, you have to click on setup. No matter whether you tried from the classic or lightning experience, enabling of options are the same. Okay, scroll down here, you can see the security controls. Okay, this is the administrative part. Now clicking on the security controls, here you can see the sharing settings. Just click on that. Enabling the security model is a fraction of a second. Okay, come here. OWD means org wide defaults. Org wide defaults. People says that OWD. Okay. So your account is public, read and write. That's the reason. Okay. It is visibility to all the records are visibility to the users. What you have to do, you click on edit, come here, choose your accounts, make it as a private. When you make account as a private, the respect to opportunities and cases will also becomes as a private, because those are very strongly bonded. Cases and opportunities are strongly bonded. Why not contacts? Why not contacts? Contacts can be associated to the multiple accounts. That's the reason they did not allow you. Okay. This is sharing model. We'll come to this picture later. See, what are the options are available? Private. Okay, I'll come to this picture later. Okay. I just making account as a private, clicking on save. See, it's showing a warning. It is started recalculating the sharing model in the organization. We have a huge amount of data. It took like half an hour or 1 hour, but we are having only 32 records. Let me see. So it took only minimum time. No worries. Until this warning has been removed, you have to refresh your screen. Yeah. See, now it becomes as a private. Internal access means Salesforce. Within the Salesforce, this accounts becomes as a private. Now come back. This is Srikanth. He's a system administrator. He has some superpowers. So everything is visible for him. This record is not by the Srikanth. It is a sales admin, but even though he can be, because he's a system administrator. Now going back to the sales admin and refreshing the screen, even though we are viewing the 32 records, that means security model has been enabled, but it is bypassed to this user. Let me check what could be the reason. Come back. Come back to the Srikanth's sales admin's profiles. Are we enabled any option here? Sales admin. This is the admin profile where we created. Just click on edit. Go to the objective settings. On the objective settings, he has an option of view all. Okay. Because of this reason, security model has been bypassed. We know how to enable a security model by just come here, making the OWD object as a private. Security is enabled. We also know how to bypass the security model by just clicking on this view all and modify all. Now uncheck this option. That means we are not bypassing the security model. We are just enforcing to this sales admin profile respect to that object. Under objective permissions, I removed view all and modify all, and I make object as a private. When you do these two things, security model will be enforced. And this is a Srikanth. He is a administrator. He can view all the data, and he is a sales admin. Now refresh the things. See, now out of 32 records, okay, he can able to achieve only 4 records. These 2 records are under his name. We'll come to know why these 2 records are not by his name. He's not the owner of that. Okay, he's not the owner of that. But why he got the access means might be the child records got a visibility. So that's the thing. The parent records also got a visibility for him. Okay, we'll come to know that one later. First of all, working on the record level security is very simple inside a Salesforce. So how you can enable that option respect to your application is just click on the setup. Here you can see security controls. Under security controls, there is a sharing setting, and you have to click on edit on the OWD. Now you click on, there are some different options are there. Private. Earlier we have public read and write. Public read and write means no security is enforced. Every user in the Salesforce can view the data. Okay, now when you make a private, if I am the owner of that record, if I have the full access of that record, then I can view it. Let us say, for example, open account. Let open this account workbench. This is a record viewed by the Srikanth. Copy the same URL, paste it here, enter. See, he got a insufficient privileges. Insufficient privileges means he is unable to view the record. Okay, he is unable to view the record. I want to give a visibility for this record for him. This record tanaki visible avvali ani anukunna. So whenever you made OWD as a private, by default you can see a share button. Just click on the share button. Click on the add. So to whom you can give an access means you can give access to the public groups, roles and subordinates, and specific users. We don't have a public groups, we don't have a roles, so I will go for a users. When you choose the users, it is coming the list of the users, and I've given a user. And this account access, I'm giving only read-only access. Read-only access, not read and write. Read-only access means he can only read the record. Even though he has an edit access on the object to level, okay, తనకు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మీద ఎడిట్ యాక్సెస్ ఉన్న ఈ రికార్డ్ ని తను ఎడిట్ చేయలేడు. చూద్దాం. సేవ్. Now I given an access where, okay, click on add users, security, a sales admin, given a sales admin access, read only, save. Now I given access to the sales admin, giving a read only. This comes under as a manual sharing. Once OWD is private, security is enabled, ఎవరి రికార్డ్స్ వాళ్ళే చూసుకుంటున్నారు. ఈ సమయంలో I shared one particular record to the specific user, and I am not given a full access. I just given a read-only access. Now going back, refresh the screen, the same ID, I am refreshing it. Earlier you got insufficient privileges, right? Now let us see. See, he got an access, right? He got an access of this record. That's why he can able to visible. Now let's try to open any one of the contact, any one of the account. He has edit button, just click on edit. See, he can able to edit this Amazon account, right? Now coming back, we given only read only access. What happens when you click on edit button? See, insufficient privileges. Even though he has access of edit button, but he is unable to edit the record which he got the shared access. Okay, అర్థమవుతుంది నేను చెప్తున్నాను. తనకి ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ లెవెల్లో రికార్డ్ని ఎడిట్ చేసుకోవడానికి అవకాశం ఉంది, కానీ ఏ రికార్డ్స్ని ఎడిట్ చేయగలుగుతాడు? తను ఓనర్ అయి ఉన్న రికార్డ్స్ మాత్రమే ఎడిట్ చేయగలుగుతాడు. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఒక రికార్డ్ని తనకి యాక్సెస్ ఇచ్చాను. ఏ యాక్సెస్ ఇచ్చాను? రీడ్ ఓన్లీ యాక్సెస్ మాత్రమే ఇచ్చాను. సో ఆ రికార్డ్ని వాడు రీడ్ మాత్రమే చేయగలడు, అంతేగాని ఎడిట్ చేయలేడు. సో ఈ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ స్పెషలైజేషన్స్ ఉంటాయి సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ లో. వెరీ ఈజీ. యూ నీడ్ నాట్ టు రైట్ ఏ సింగిల్ లైన్ ఆఫ్ కోడ్. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈస్ డైనమికల్లీ రియల్ టైమ్డ్ inside a Salesforce. Now going back, this is one of the mechanism how you share a record. We can technically call it as manual sharing. We can technically call it as manual sharing. See, and let's come here. There are some options are there called as public groups. Public group means it will have some set of users. We can add some set of users. Now let us say I want to give access of this record to the bunch of people, okay, to the respective users. I cannot go each and every time giving them and removing them. It's very problem to me, right? So that's the reason what I will do. I will create a public group. I created a public group. Now adding the users in that public group, I'll make the users as sales admin and Srikanth. Save. So that you can add the public groups. So that you can add a public groups like this. See, in this public group, we have added these users. Okay, in this public group, we can add these users. Now come back. Open this account record. Copy this account record. Go to the sales admin, paste it. Let me check whether he can able to. See, he is unable to view it, right? Now, as being an administrator, I'll go here, I'll click on the share button, click on the add. Now I will give as a group. Earlier, I have given a user. Right now, I'm not giving a user, I'm choosing a public group. When I choose a public group, these are the public groups. Now I will give a read and write edit access. Save. So who are having this user group? Okay, the users who are in this group will get a accessibility. That means the record which he do not get. Now let me refresh it. See, he got an access. Earlier, if you observe that, see, this record also he got an access. Amazon is his own account. Amazon is his own account. Workbench loader is not his own account. It got a shareability. When you click on edit, he get insufficient privileges. And this record also he got a visibility. But when you click on edit, he will get a edit access because you shared this record to a public group as a read and write, and this specific user is available in that group. That's the reason he got a edit access. Most taskable entry questions, all these are. See, enabling of security is simple. Setup, security controls, OWD, object specific private, go to the profile, respect to the profiles, check whether view all modifier is enabled or not. If it is enabled, disable it. That's it. Security model has been enforced. That's it. Okay. Now I'm talking about whenever the security model is enforced onto your application. Okay. Enforced onto your application. What kind of a data I'm viewing? So when I click on the customers, now here I can view only few customers, right? Not only that, click on this home, refresh this. So you're viewing this data as a Salesforce admin, it is refreshing. Just wait. This is the data which we are viewing on the 5th date. See, 410. Okay, now this kind of data it is displaying. That means this dashboard is dynamic. Now come here, click on the system administrator. This is a 4.6, right? Refresh it. This is a dynamic dashboard which we are viewing as a Srikanth, and it is refreshing. See the variation. See the variation in the reports. This one and this one. Both dashboards are the same, but the data in that content, the data in the dashboards, the reports are different. because of security model has been enforced. Okay. Now, these are the records where I'm sharing manually by just clicking on the share button. So I don't want to go with the share button. Is there any automation process? Automatically, whenever the records has been created with some certain criteria, share that record to the specific group of people or the specific users or a specific role? So I want to do such kind of options. Yes, we are having. Come to the system administrator. Come here. Let's say I can able to create an account, right? If I'm creating a dealer's account must be visibility to the sales admins as well. Let's say, for example, I'm in the system administrator and clicking on the continue. This is a dealer only record. Okay. So, account has been saved successfully. Copy this account ID. Go to the sales admin. Paste it. No visibility, right? Now, what is my requirement is, if a customer has been created with a record type of a dealers, along with Srikanth, sales admin also need a visibility on it automatically. Right now, what our agents are doing, they are identifying the dealers and they are clicking this button manually and giving an access to the specific user. Giving an access to the specific user, then only they are getting the visibility of that record. But I don't want that because this is a manual job. I don't want to go with a manual job. Okay. So I want to go with a dynamically. Come here. So there are options. So click on setup, scroll, stop, close all this stuff. Come to security controls, sharing settings. Okay. So under your sharing settings, you can see some sharing rules. Okay. You can see some sharing rules. So this is the name, what it is saying, sharing rule. That means come from the back. You will write a rule to share account records. You will write a rule to share lead records. If rule criteria matches, then definitely records will be shared. So let's click on new rule. I'm going to write for an account. Right? That two ways are there. Either based on the record owner, you can make it, or else the criteria. For our situation, we'll go for a criteria based. Come here. My account record type equals to dealers. Enough. If this criteria is matched, to whom you would like to share? I would like to share to the group. In this group, already sales group X.10 is there. You cannot share particularly to the users, but you can share to the public groups, roles and subordinates. So that's the reason I took it as a share for a sales group, and I'm giving only access as a read only. Same. So it will take time to recalculate. Okay, this is a rule where we have been written. Now let me see. See, we got more records. We got more records because might be the record type is something different for them. Okay. Right. So All these record types are belongs to the dealers. See, dealers. That's why he got a visibility. That too, he will get only the read only. When he is trying to edit it, he will get insufficient privileges. So automatically, we can also share a record. See, whenever security model has been enforced into your org, okay, if I want to share a record, either I can do manual sharing by just clicking on the share button, or else I will write a rule to share a record to the specific roles or a group of persons by writing a sharing rule. Now going back, see, click on customers, click on new, and I'll create a individual prospect. Okay, testing sharing model. Save this one. Record has been saved successfully. Copy this record ID. Go to the sales admin. Paste it. Enter. See, record is not visibility to me. Right? Okay. Now, going to the opportunity. See, for this account, I'm going to create an opportunity. Okay. Test opportunity. Save it. One second. This one is expecting a phone number account. Okay, opportunity has been created. Copy this opportunity ID. Come here. Let me duplicate this screen. Put this ID. Instead of account ID, I'm placing it as an opportunity ID. I did not get access of opportunity also, right? Now come here. If I change the ownership to a sales admin, now I given only opportunity record access. If you observe here, I given only opportunity record access. Come here and refresh. This is our opportunity 006. 001 is account. This is 006. Refresh. So I got access of opportunity. This opportunity is having account data, right? Will it open this account or not? See, it opened that account. Refresh the screen as well. See, same accounts, right? So that means even though parent got a visibility, you will get all the child's records visibility. If any one of the child you got a visibility, okay, by changing the owner or something else, okay, you will also get the visibility of this account. Then how do you know how do you know whether I got visibility or this or not? Just clicking on share button, you will get some certain information, read only access due to the associated record owner or a sharing rule. Either you will get a sharing rule or a owner, you got an access of that data automatically. This is the most askable interview questions. Okay. So there are another options also available. Call it as roles. Roles. For every organization, there will be a role. I mean, sorry, for every employee in the organization, they will have a role. Okay, for every organization, the users will have a role. Role means either you are an associate or CEO, vice president, director, okay, sales manager, right? Like this, different roles will be there, right? So I want to be configure such kind of a things for my project, for my SMB sales app. So now you come here, there is an option called setup roles. See, for already content, Salesforce has given a roles, different roles. Okay, if you want, you can use it, or else you can create your own role. So I'm just creating a new role under this Crompton. Okay, I'm making as a directorship. Okay, directly. So this directorship people will report to this one. Okay, there is an opportunity access and cases access. What kind of level of access you want? So when you choose this option, you will get all the edit all opportunities. Okay, like this, different options are there. Let me click on save. Okay, see, we created a role, directorship. Now, if you want to add another role under a subordinate, you come here, click on this add role. So I will make it as a sales managers. Okay, so these sales division managers will be report to these directorships. See, two different roles which I created. Directorship, sales. So now let me assign users to those roles. How you will assign means just click on the assignment here. So I will assign Srikanth as a directorship for that role. Save it. Right? Now you can see a Srikanth here in this directorship. Now let me assign another user here. Either you can directly assign from here, or else you directly open a user. So for every user, there will be a role. You can mention the role here. My role is sales division managers. See, I can give in a different roles. When I click on this directorship, so Srikanth will be available in that directorship. Okay. Now, let us say little bit of adjustment here. Okay. Little bit of adjustment here. Just check. I'll remove sales admin. Okay. And I'll add as a Srikanth under this role. That means I changed the role for a Srikanth. Now Srikanth becomes as a sales division manager. And going to the directorship. In this directorship, I will assign one of the user. Reverse, I'm doing reverse. So for just an example, because I want to show you, because I don't have a multiple users, I want to show you roles also becomes a key role in the record level security. I would like to show you. See, if you comes in this directorship, if you comes in this sales divisionship, I just made a change in directorship. The sales admin is there and Srikanth is there. That means Srikanth is reporting to the sales admin. This is a sales user. This is a Srikanth. Now, Srikanth will reports to the sales admin. That means if a record who is having a Srikant, automatically those records will be visibility to the sales users. Let us come here. See, all 34 records got visibility. Do you want to know the reason why he got this visibility on this record? You just click on share. Okay, so click on this expand list. Okay, why sales admin got a visibility even though it is a private? Means because of this role. Okay, manager of the owner, because I am the manager of the owner, so that's why I got a visibility access for it. So that is the beauty of the Salesforce. Okay, so that is the power of the roles. Okay, so how it happens means, because it is enabled grant access user hierarchy. Okay, Srikant has created a record. Okay, even though there is a manual sharing and sharing rules, whatever it may be, he's Srikant is reporting to the sales user, and as a hierarchically, sales admin is a superior to the Srikant. So whatever the record he create, it will automatically visibility to this specific users because of this role. That means roles, public groups will also plays a very important prominent key role. Okay, that is the beauty. Okay, even roles also will participated in the security model of sharing rules. Okay, there is another option is also there to share a records, that is called Apex based sharing. Apex based sharing. So Apex based sharing. So through your Apex class, through the code also you can share a record. Through code also you can share a record, but you need some more maturity on writing of code, piece of code. At that time, definitely I will show you how to write a piece of code. So this is what I would like to deliver today of your record level visibility. We already covered so many times profile level access, user level access, field level access. And today we are also having a record level access with the OWDs and the roles. You can achieve that. Okay. So I'm going to post this video in the group. Okay. In this group, please go through it one more time. So I covered so many interview questions in this. So definitely it will helpful to you. Now people, you are eligibility to write a certification on Salesforce admin. Whoever want to write, okay, please let me know. Okay, I will share a dumps, or else I'll put the dumps directly in the group. Okay, please validate that dumps and write an exam here. Okay, certification is very important. How you can check the certifications means, come here. There is a trailhead for you. Here you have a certifications. Click on the certifications. What certification you want to write, you can write it. Okay. So if you want to go for, my sincere suggestion is, let's try for administrator first or app builder. Okay. Okay. Let's see how the content and everything. If your everything is okay, then let me find the dumps for you and I will give it dumps. Just go through those dumps and prepare well for the administrating part, and you can write an exam. Already couple of people in your batch has been written administrator exam already. Okay, you can take a help from there. Okay. Anyway, so go through this year: Trailhead, credentials, administrator, certifications. Okay. You need a web assessor login. Okay. From web assessor, you will create what we can say. You can schedule the certification exam. Okay. You follow this document. Everything will be described in it clearly. Okay. So that's it for today. I want to deliver this one for today. So we'll see you on Monday. Okay. Monday with Sales Cloud and Service Cloud features. That is very, very important. Okay. Because Sales Cloud and Service Cloud is 90% is required for every project onto the Salesforce. Okay. So those features I'm going to be introduce you to on Monday. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Guys, can you hear me?